Hey guys, not so recent, but multiple recent fiascos in banks in Silicon Valley that have failed. FRB being the one that I want to concentrate on today, First Republic Bank in the Silicon Valley. As you know, there have been two other banks that have collapsed recently, one being the Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, and the other one being the Signature Bank. If I notice, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I notice when I look at these three banks, one common theme is that they all have high net worth individuals putting in their money. United States, we know that there is the FDIC that protects the deposits in accounts for individuals like us up to $250,000 US. What if you're a very rich person and you have a lot more money than $250,000? Now that money is going to be put in an account, and that's above 250,000. It's not. It's basically not insured. So the problem is, how do the banks make money? They take, let's say, $100 from you, and they give out a loan of $100, and they say, okay, by the end of the year, as an example, don't take it literally. As an example, they say, okay, by the end of this year, you'll be paying me $150, including $50 of profit and the $100 original that I gave you. So you give $100, the bank gives $100 loan to another person and says you owe me $50 on this $100, so total $150. So they give you your $100 back and they keep the $50 as their profit. Essentially, that's a simple way of explaining the bank's way of making money. That's just how banks work anywhere. So that $50 is your net interest margin, right? NIM in banking terms. Now, it's just an example again. So what happened with these other banks, these big banks that failed? They have humongous high net worth individuals. So why should they fail? Because they have rich people. Well, that's a good question. The problem is they invest much more than $250,000. The average Joe might only have a few $100,000, like 100, 200, or even less, 50,000, 10,000, based on their income. FDIC insurance insures the bank deposits, but above that, it does not. So these people that are rich and having high net worth, they probably may deposit $100 million. And these people form about 60% client base of the banks. So what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket? You can potentially destroy all your eggs. That's exactly sort of what happened in, generic terms, without getting too technical here. So that's essentially what happened. So now what's the solution to this? The solution is what the US government has done, which is it stepped in and it asked the bank, JP Morgan Chase, to step in and buy some of the bank's businesses, which is what it's trying to do. But the bank's share price still keeps falling down tremendously. To just today, it's like 8% down, 223. Now it's 12 cents. So imagine how big of a fall that is, right? And it hurts a lot of shareholders, and I feel for you. I'm sorry if you're one of those people that have put your money in shares of this bank, hoping for a good return. It had a very good bull run. So as investors or just regulars, people watching news, your take-home point, this is the end of the road for you in the sense that this is what happened. This in low technical detail. Let's say you're an investor. Is this the right time to invest money? I would say it depends on your risk appetite. If you have low risk appetite or if you want your sleep at night, no, stay away from it. Number two, there are those people that are investors / traders. They want to get in and take an opportunity. They have high risk appetite. So if you're one of those people, I'm not a financial advisor, there's a case to be made if you want to invest or trade some of your very high risk capital. That's the underlining word. That is the capital that in case you lose completely zero, you're not worried about. It's not going to hurt your life. Only then would I consider putting anything in this bank at this time. Because there's a saying, as you all know, do not catch a falling knife. Okay, so what do I do at this point? It's trading about 12, 13 cents. If I had a viewpoint that the bank is going to come back, the chances are probably decent that it would come back, because a bank with that size to fail would just not look good for the economy in U.S. as total, especially after failure of other banks. It just doesn't look good. So the chances are good it's going to come back, but when, we don't know. It could take 2 years, it could take 6 months. I don't see it being anything faster than 6 months or 3 months at the lowest, but I would guess it at about a year to 2 years. If you have that time horizon, if you have that type of money where you know that if it goes to zero, you're okay with it, you can try doing it if you have that aggressiveness and the risk appetite and the money. I would never take even a single penny of risk in terms of taking a loan from friend, family, bank, brokerage, whatever, to put money into this because you just never know. Stay safe. Do not do it if you don't have the money, the so-called high-risk capital for yourself that you own. Do not do it, okay? So that's the key takeaway. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what's going to happen to the bank. But I can say that if you have the high-risk capital and the appetite and the ability to invest and forget, I put this money and lost it. If you can do that, then you can try it if you wanted. So that's all I got for you right now. Like, hit that notification, subscribe, and share, comment on the video. We put a lot of effort into this as a team. To research and bring you the best news. We do not have any courses to sell. We do not sell any products. We do not, have any gimmicks or promotions, nothing like that. So we really depend on you guys. So please help us out by doing all these things. That also helps us give you better content. I wish you all the best. And if you are one of the shareholders that have suffered from this, I feel sorry for you. I truly do. But don't despair. Now is not the time to exit because already it's fallen more than 99%. You might want to just play it safe and just keep it with you at this point because you're not going to get much if you do sell anyway. Use your financial advisor's best expertise. I'm a doctor, but this is what I learned. Investing and trading is my passion. Until then, best wishes, and I hope you guys wealthy, healthy life ahead. See ya.